been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, are proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Fires to the right, and that is incomplete. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to him on the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
And you'll race it to the house. first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Just working and poking and prodding and climbing his way up to the 36. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. You think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick completion on the out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Noles will hustle to the line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Back to pass. It's Worthy. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Now on the move. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He's now got 78 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Worthy.
quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Hankerson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Keeping it on the ground on first down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Pulls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the Noles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Give to the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. smashes through the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call.
There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day.
Tons of room in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Toss to the outside. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Wide open spaces. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. There it got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a man. It's Worthy. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee referee signals timeout. It's the defense. Make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Hokies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. The tap. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Give him 109 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He lets it fly. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found some...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Worthy. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got it in the middle, it's sack. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. There he goes. And he's dragged down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front?
Fakes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Okay, ready?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Working the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The Hokies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Picks up the first down. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4 yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 9 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to fire on second down. On a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Let's go.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got him. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air. It's Worthy. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Hicks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hicks. Sweet cut there. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. If there's time to pad the stats. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job.